Insidethemaze, and we're back with another dose of the Critical Breakdown. It's your girl, Ms. Mofilla, and I don't know if y'all can feel the energy in here, but it's feeling real good right now. And I think it's because of this man sitting right next to me right now. We got the one and only Najee Janey in the building. Say what's happening.
What up? What's going on, world? It's me, Najee.
It's mad cool. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I know that's what he said, right? Listen, I'm so excited to have you here with me.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
Mad excited.
Listen, the moment I heard this song that we're about to break down, I had to get on his line immediately. Like, please get in here. Stat. And that's 2020 Vision.
Yes.
Listen, I'm excited for this one. Available on all platforms. Make sure you download that thing, man. We're gonna get straight into it. It's the Critical Breakdown. Let's go.
Pull your card till it's maxed out. You don't wanna see me black out. I rap facts, but what you rap about, you know what? It's way too late. You just assed out. Yeah. I woke up on a mission, visionary. What's the point of having vision, Pictionary? Fuck the world for my position, missionary. Brought the pots for me to pitch stationary. Yeah, I said I woke up on a mission, visionary. What's the point of having vision, Pictionary? Fuck the world for my position, missionary. Brought the pots for me to pitch stationary.
As the block keeps getting hot, I feel my pops piling all stress like building blocks. Will it stop?
Now let's get straight to it, because Najee, you're literally the definition of artistry.
I appreciate it.
Okay, like from every angle, every way you can think of music, Najee's done it at this point.
Wow.
I pay attention. And what I appreciated about this song is you really got into your, excuse my French, but nigga bag with this one. Like I felt like a whole nigga on the block just listening, like the choir sample. All right, you had to turn the hat back for this one. You know what I'm saying?
Real Roxbury shit.
Shit about it. So he started off saying, plural money, bitch. Oh, disclaimer. I'm gonna quote your lyrics like a whole asshole. In case you didn't know. So he started off saying, plural money, bitch. You singular. In my purest form, pen similar. Wait a minute, because I already know we're gonna literally have to go through each line dealing with Najee, because I promise you there was some meaning in there that I didn't even catch. So I'm gonna start off with those first two lines. Najee, what was you telling us here?
So, plural money, bitch, you singular. In my purest form, pen similar. So, I'm just being mad braggadocious, you know what I'm saying? I'm plural, you know, there's multiple dimensions of me and you singular, and even on the monetary value, on the physical value, in my purest form, pen similar. It's like,
couldn't touch
okay,
it.
like now I'm telling you that in the purest form, the purest essence of my essence, and that's in the writing, pen similar.
I love it. This is the energy that I'm telling y'all. I feel it. I hope y'all feel it through the screen right now, okay? So let's continue. He said, shining like a supernova blast. You feel that? Because if you ever heard of a supernova blast, it's pretty damn bright, okay? That smashes on a regular. Notebooks filled perpendicular. Imagination on flip mode. This for every bus I got a split for. What? What, Najee?
All right, so shining like a supernova blast, that smashes on the regular, notebooks filled perpendicular. So that's me still playing off of the first two lines of P. I believe in literature it's called alliteration, you know, so notebooks filled perpendicular, shining like a supernova blast. You know, it's self-explanatory.
Right.
Self-explanatory. Shining like a supernova blast.
Shining like a supernova blast that smashes on a regular.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a ongoing thing. When you're around me, you're gonna get the full version of me, full energy. You know what I'm saying? Shining like a supernova that smashes on the regular. Notebooks filled perpendicular, and at the same time, best believe my notebooks is filled with gems.
So that's what you mean with the perpendicular. I was like, the perpendicular.
And then it's like perpendicular. You know
I
what I'm saying?
quit, bro. Even breaking down the word perpendicular, I didn't even catch it.
Yeah.
Only with Najee Janey. You see what we talking about? Okay, let's continue. And he said, you could never break past the tiptoe. Broke ass niggas try and pitch more. I got a better chance saving at the thrift store. Come get your shit stole. Just what?
Yeah, but the way I say it, like hearing it,
it's swaggy. It's swaggy the way you release it, or what is what I'm trying to say. The way you actually ride the beat is extra swaggy, and you feel the energy he's letting off. But of course, when I quote it, it's straight asshole energy.
So I'm at imagination on flip mode. This for every bus I got a split for. So like, I'm highlighting my imagination and how I've imagined my reality to where it is right now. So it's like for me accomplishing all my dreams. Like this for every bus I got a split for. Every bus ride I took. I haven't taken a bus in a couple years.
I know that's right.
But I'm reminiscing of all the times I had to split a fare or tell the bus driver, yo, I don't got it today. I don't got $1. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real.
This for every bus I got a split for. You can never break past the tiptoe. Broke ass niggas try and pitch more. So I'm calling myself out of what I've done in the past.
Okay.
But now at the same time I met it with who I am today. I got a bigger chance saving at a thrift store. Come get your shit stole. Shit, I'm confident.
We don't even need to break this shit down at this point because what the hell? Let's continue on. Like he said.
And shout out King G.
Okay.
You know, he produced the beat.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? My man.
I'll take a moment for that because listen, the moment that beat came in, my face immediately went like this. Like, oh my God. You see that face right there?
I remember that session 2 was in early 2020 and I told him, Leo, man, we gotta do some hardcore, just blaze.
Right up my alley.
Some blazing shit.
That was right up my alley.
He delivered it.
Yes, and then you went and floated on top of it with these lovely lyrics. You understand me? So like he said, shit, I'm confident. Driving in style, all in the rental. I never keep time with the tempo.
Yep.
Just want to chomp down and never let loose. It's that simple. Yo, can you feel it? Can you feel it?
So yeah, shit, I'm confident. Driving in style, all in the rental. You know, when it comes to, you know, that magic or spark or even someone's godliness, it's all about their confidence, you know what I'm saying? So in anything I wear, anything I do, I'm gonna be my authentic self, even in the rental. So it's like, shit, I'm confident driving in style on in the rental. I never, what's it?
Oh, let's continue. Wait, I never keep time with the tempo.
I
feel like
keep
that.
time with the tempo, cause
that describes Najee to a T.
Exactly, because, you know, now you gotta get into, okay, what is time? And how does it apply to me? Do I believe in time? Like, and all of that. So me just being.
Come on.
That's what I'm all about. So I never keep time with the tempo. Just want to chomp down and never let loose. It's that simple.
Just literally existing.
Exactly.
I'm being. I like it. Come on, Najee. This is the shit I live for. You understand me? So then he hits us with the pre-hook and says, pull your card till it's maxed out. You don't want to see me black out, okay? I rap facts, but what you rap about? You know what? It's way too late. You just assed out. Okay, Najee. Because I feel like anybody that listens to your stuff, you go hard, but you kind of keep it light. I feel like this one, you was like, nah, I need to let motherfuckers know what's going on right now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's exactly what I wanted to do there, to lead them into the hook. But I'm calling everybody out. I'm calling the accountability. People need to be held accountable, and they need to know not to take nothing lightly or judge a book by its cover. Because, you know, the strongest animal is the ant, and everybody step over that. But all those ants put together can outnumber and outmatch all the humans on the planet Earth. So
I don't even need to do my own job at this point. Najee's just gonna take over because I just keep catching all these gems, yo. I think the important part is we need to continue to do that till they're maxed out. I think accountability is the hardest thing for people to come by these days.
Right.
Can you talk about the importance of having self-accountability?
Okay, so as the internal is being configured, so is the external. So it don't make no sense to hold standards for the outsource when you can't even hold a standard for yourself.
Talk about it.
And then that's where you come into being like some false prophet or a phony. You ain't even
and we don't respect
the real thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's with all the fakeness and confusion that's going on in the world today, it's imperative that we can stand on our own square at all times. So.
Amen to that. I'm subscribing to that all day, every day. You understand me? And then we go straight to the hook, where he said, I woke up on a mission. Visionary. What's the point of having vision? Pictionary. Hey, yo! Fuck the world from my position. Missionary. Brought the pots for me to piss in. Stationary. Hey, yo.
Yeah.
I live for this. Do you understand me? Break that down for me. I get it. But break it down bar for bar.
So it's like I said, well, I didn't say this, but we are the co-creators of our reality. So I woke up on a mission, visionary. Like I'm envisioning and have been envisioning the kind of life that I want and see for myself.
I'm gonna pause right there because there's really a big importance in just that statement. If you literally can envision it in your mind, that means the possibility of it happening is there. I promise you. I promise you.
And that you've done it already.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's just time for you to remember how to do it.
I don't even need to say nothing else. Continue.
So yeah, I woke up on a mission, visionary. What's the point of having
vision?
Vision, Pictionary, to picture what you, that's why you have, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it.
Then I said, fuck the world from my position, missionary.
I'm sorry.
That's, no.
I was being childish.
Nah, Snap, you just being natural. So like there, that's, yeah, fuck the world, I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Like, I'm here for my self-mastery. You know, I'm to master Najee. That's all I can worry about at the end of the day. And then, you know, I gotta hold myself accountable and spill my experiences of what I learned for everyone else so they can learn from my mistakes and keep that cycle pushing. So that's fuck the world from my position, missionary.
Okay.
Brought the pots for me to piss in, stationary. That's me carrying my humility everywhere I go and keeping my ego in check at all times.
I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that. I like that. I might have to steal that line as a mantra for myself because it's really important to remain humble no matter what status you get to.
No matter what.
Humility is a power all in itself. I promise you that. I promise you. Now let's go down a little bit because he started talking about some stuff and I got a little triggered. I was like, wait a minute. Don't take us back to this time just yet. But he said, imagine if we still in stock, waiting to be shipped to the master's lock. How many of us would try another route and not play victim to another mouth? Straight for the paper, better cut it out. You wouldn't last a minute in the master's house. What? Najee.
So imagine if we still in stock, waiting to be shipped to the master lock. How many of us would try another route and not be shipped to the master?
And wait, let me make sure I get that right. How many of us would try another route and not play victim to another mouth?
Okay, so imagine if we still in stock. All right, so what people don't fail to realize is realistically now, in present day, there is still slavery going on right now in America. 13th Amendment allows slavery to go. Like, it's okay for slavery to be happening as long as you're incarcerated or in prison. And we have the most prisons in America. And who's the race of people that's in there the most? African Americans. Well, let me be more specific. Melanated people.
Come on.
So that's slavery all over again. You know what I'm saying? We got whole different systems of slavery going on. We don't got to be in debt, but just like imagine us. Nothing really changed.
Right.
So.
And when you think about the system change, it actually
really changed.
hasn't.
Stocks and bonds. We get the original stocks and bonds came from like stocks and livestock, and Wall Street was a crazy auction during like slavery times. And if you go under Wall Street, there's still dungeons and cells where they found bones of old African slaves.
Crazy.
Still to this day. Like I forget the latest Ben Affleck movie, but they shot it in those cells and dungeons underneath Wall Street. And basically, I talk about in those first two bars, I bring about money and how, you know, you had the house slave and how the house slave basically chose the side of the oppressor just to look good and just to feel like he's better than the person I got
on the fields,
you know,
that's
darker skin, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how many of us would try another route and not play victim to another mouth? Cause think about all the snitching that the house slave did to look out for himself when he's casting out. Let's not forget, two black people can create a albino person or someone that got less melanin. So the fact that we even did that to each other is an error.
Right.
So, and not play victim to another mouth, you wouldn't even I forget.
Oh no, I got you. You wouldn't. What is it? You wouldn't last a minute in the master house. That's just real. Because all the hoops you got to go through.
At the end of the day, you still a slave.
Right.
Even if you in the house or not, you still taking orders.
And like you said, and I think a lot of people don't even look at that aspect of being that house slave. We always said, oh, you're weaker because you were in there, but it does take a little bit more, as the house slave has been portrayed to us, to play that role.
Yeah.
So different aspects on that. I like that, Najee. And let's continue on, okay? You said the order of the day is still chaos. Shit will never change if it pays off. Sleeping on my back like I've been laid off. Bullets catch, let me get that right. Bullets catch feelings like dealers that take long. First of all, I felt that as a pothead.
Right.
Okay. Watch what happens if and when you live in fear. You lose all power like a cut electric bill. Listen. Woo! Listen. Mic freaking drop. You understand me?
Yep.
Listen, I just feel like this speaks to current day and time. Chaos sells. Anything that causes division and chaos is taken off like wildfire, right? Can we talk about being that, trying to be this light and, you know, being elevated in a time where chaos is thriving and almost being the standard now? How do you survive or thrive?
Well, I was in chaos, so I know what chaos is like. And that's just not the natural order that anyone should really want to be in.
Come on.
At the same time, there is a duality and polarization going on with everyday life, and you know, dark and light. We in the womb for 9 months. That's pure darkness from the conception of our universes and universities and galaxies and planets. Like, it all comes from something, you know what I'm saying, and never from nothing. So the order of the day is still chaos. Like, as much as there's chaos, we still got life being grown from, you know, freaking plants grow out of concrete. You know what I'm saying? That's chaos right there. That's man-made shit bridging into nature.
Right.
We have trees growing up in downtown, like little messages and symbolism here and there thrown at us all the time to remind us, like, no matter what is going on in the world, like, remember the little things. And yeah,
that's what matters, honestly.
Shit will never change if it pays off. That goes to the other line of, like, money could really, right now, that's the running mate right now.
That's exactly what's ruling. And I think the reason why we are in this chaotic state right now, right?
So then I say I'm sleeping on my back like I've been laid off. So if I'm laid off, I'm not worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being. Bullets catch feelings like dealers that take long.
Can we get into that though? Cause listen. So, I catch all the feelings when my dealer takes long. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what you meant though. I don't know.
I meant that too. It was just meshing the two worlds of carelessness and sometimes ego. You know, either carelessness. When you mix carelessness and guns, it results to some bad things. And then when you mix ego and guns, the same thing. So there's always feelings and emotions mixed within those two battles. And I just tied it into just to relate.
Okay, all right, because I related 100%. I knew exactly what he meant. But no, then he says, like I said, watch what happens if and when you live in fear.
Yes.
You lose all power like a cut electric bill. That, between the chaos being fed to us, fear is the second entree on the menu. You understand me? Everything is fear-based. You should fear this. Racism based out of fear. All these things based out of fear.
Right.
Let's talk about the power of understanding that fear is what's hindering us.
Yeah,
right?
So what's fear? False evidence appearing real.
Come on.
And it's a top thing from when we are children. But if you look at children, they're the most fearless kids, or the fearless beings. And then the parents is the one, like,
instilling their own fears in us.
What's wrong with you? But it's the fear that holds us back. And once we can let go of that invisible veil, you can't even see fear. So why the fuck are you gonna say this shit? Gravity's still a theory. You know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute, he went there. Okay, we challenging gravity here on the Critical Breakdown.
Fear is a theory as well, man. Like it's a made up shit, made up construct. Time to break free from that bubble.
I'm here for it.
There's nothing to fear, man. After this, it's gonna happen again. You got another lifetime to go through. You know what I'm saying? Energy ain't created or destroyed, so.
Don't let fear cut you out
exactly.
Like a light bill,
what you don't get right this time, you can get it right the next time in the next cycle. So.
I know that's right. Listen, I can get caught up in Najee talking all day long in the cosmos, okay? But I'd rather get into my critique of the week, and I picked a perfect critique of the week this week, because Kendrick just dropped. And it's only right that we talk about Kendrick while I have Najee sitting right next to me. And I only wanted to go through the first 2 lines because they're always impactful. Anything Kendrick spits is pretty impactful, right?
It is.
So this is from The Heart, Part 5, beginning bars. As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective. And my perspective may differ from yours. And I'm gonna just stop right there, because I think this kind of goes along with what we've been talking about this whole entire time. Living, being, existing, it's all about your perspective, right? And a lot of times we get into chaotic situations because my perspective doesn't match your perspective. And we expect everybody's perspective to be the same because that's what life is supposed to be. But I know you about to break that down and destroy that whole construct.
of perspective being...
Or just the fact that it's okay for us to have 2 different perspectives of what life is.
So yeah, I would say like perspective is very important, especially when it comes to figuring out what's the best thing to be ingesting and feeding your spirit, your mind, your body. There's perspective and then there's law, like natural law, universal law, like how men aren't, like they can't give birth. Right. Like that's universal law. There's no perspective needed to go or like how.
I don't know the community.
It don't even matter. All right, let's say okay, how we can grow things out of dirt. Plants grow out of dirt. You gotta plant the seed.
That's a standard fact.
That's natural law. Or
Yes.
fish live in the water.
Right.
That's a natural law. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to stay balanced at the same time, because what might be good for somebody may be bad for another person. So then you gotta define what is there such thing as even good or bad?
Right, because that's where all that perspective comes into
and then
play,
you gotta be real specific when it comes to what's actually good and bad. Like we have to relearn and reconstruct terminology, because the English language alone is a spell and whole different blanket alone. So you gotta be real careful on top of the shit that we be saying, like on a regular, how we, how we tackle each day, from saying morning to grandma, like all that shit matters. So perspective.
Can we get into that real quick? Because I know that's an overall discussion in the social media world. It's a popular discussion, the good mornings versus the grand risings. So I'm a person that says good morning. I understand why you're not supposed to say good morning and why it's important to say grand rising. But we also know the stigma that comes with when people grand rising queen and all that stuff. So can you break it down, the actual knowledge behind why good grand rising is preferred over good morning?
All right, so
for those who get
English
mad.
language, right? The word mourning.
Right.
Only time you mourn is when something sad is happening. When someone dies. When I first arise in the morning, I will arise when I wake up.
Right.
Let me not even say wake up, but when I first arise, there should be nothing sad or
dead or reflecting death about it.
Exactly, I'm alive.
Right.
So why would I want to, it's grand rising for that? Or, what's another?
There's another one I can't remember, but rich risings.
Rich risings is good.
I want that.
There you go, because you want to speak and you want to create the reality as you already are the co-creator of your reality. So it's just speaking more life. It's all about speaking more life, eating more life.
I like that. I absolutely
life. Be life. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she said. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna grow up one day. But no, the moral of the story is you're right. Words are 100% spelled, so be careful how you talk to yourself and be careful how you talk to other people. I promise you that. Now listen, for those who are living under a rock, because you gotta be living under a rock to not know who this man is at this point. You do, I promise you. You gotta know the name Janey. You got to. Make sure to let them know where to find you.
You can find me on all DSPs, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, iTunes, Tidal, the whole 9 yards. My website is under construction right now, so unfortunately, yeah.
And unfortunately, it's a rebuild.
It's getting rebuilt right now. But as for everything else, Najee Janey, everywhere.
I promise you, the vibes is just exactly what you see
Roxbury.
right here. You understand me? And I love it.
And some more. You
And
won't
then
even know.
some.
You know? Just dropped Blue Manifesto. Got the Manifesto merch. I still got some merch out if you guys is interested. Just hit me up on the gram. Najee Janey on everything.
Period. I didn't even say it like that because he's not the period type. But listen, if you're looking for me, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Ms. Mofilla, and ZMOPHILA. Also follow my website, MsMofilla.com, and stay tuned for the drop of season 3 of Let's Get Naked. Yeah, you heard that. Let's Get Naked. And also, while you're at it, make sure you follow Inside the Maze on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And like, follow, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down at the bottom so you can keep track of everything we got going on.
Facts.
It's Inside the Maze, the Critical Breakdown, Najee Janey, Ms. Mofilla. We out.
Plural money, bitch, you singular. In my purest form, pin similar. Shining like a supernova blast that smashes on the regular. Notebooks filled perpendicular. Imagination on flip mode. This for every bus I got is split fold. You can never